a while since I did my last fragrance video, so I am really excited to talk about the best fall vanilla perfumes. Okay, these are vanilla fragrances that scream fall. They are that perfect, you know, some of them are cozy, some of them are like rich, some of them are like this very, you know, sweet, delicious gourmands, because vanillas are gourmand fragrances or gourmand. We have different types of vanillas, and there are summer vanillas and there are, you know, cold weather vanillas, warm weather vanillas and cold weather vanillas. In this video, we're only going to talk about the cold weather vanillas, obviously. So the weather is turning, it's getting cozy, we're getting those fall vibes. If you live in a climate where you get seasonal changes like I do, I live here on the east coast of the US, so I do get the changes, you know, changing seasons. So leaves are turning here now, it's starting to get a little cold, but it's not super cold yet. So I am dying to pull out my fall fragrances, but especially my fall vanilla fragrances. So I have the most cozy, delicious, rich, sweet, amazing vanilla fragrances that really will elevate your fall outfits, like the wardrobe, really. I mean, perfume to me is part of my wardrobe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't leave the house without a fragrance. I don't even be in the house without a fragrance most of the time. So yeah, I've got some delicious stuff, but I also have some tea to spill. I am going to share with you guys some things that I've been keeping to myself for a very long time, but I think it's about time I shared these things because something happened recently to me that I think my audience deserves to know. So if you want to find out the best vanilla fragrances and hear my story that will kind of blow your mind, just continue to watch. I apologize for the lighting in this video. I'm actually filming in natural daylight right now, except the sun is shifting, so it's going down and it's not well lit, but you can still see me. That's good enough. I'm not setting up studio lights today, by the way. My closet, we just removed the chair railing, I think you call it, like the crown molding in the top, but then you get the chair railing here and then you get the bottom molding. So we removed this because the plastic company wanted us to remove it and then refinish the wall, which we just did. And I painted the walls Chantilly lace, which is the most beautiful white, crisp, clean, almost like so clean, almost bluish white, right? So that's what I have done to the closet, and the closet company is coming to install my closet first week of November. So I am so excited. I can't wait to show you guys, bring my first video from my closet. When my closet is done, I will be filming in the closet. Well, I'm still filming in the closet. It's just not done yet. We actually installed the chandelier. I'm looking at it. It's so amazing. I can't wait to show you guys. And of course, in our house, we just moved into the house 2 months ago. And we just installed the most grand, gorgeous 2 chandeliers. They're 6 foot long. In the great room and the foyer. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait to do a house tour either. I'm gonna do a closet tour first and then we'll do a house tour. But anyway, let's spill some tea first before we are gonna talk about the most delicious vanilla fragrances. My fragrance lovelies who have been with me for a very long time, most of them have sort of left the community because I changed my format to a all-encompassing type of channel. I want my channel to be beauty, fragrances, all things beauty, all things fragrances, and all things fashion. So when I say all things though, high-end and luxury is what I focus on. That's usually what I buy, so I tend to focus on those. Most of my fragrance videos are like either high-end designer or niche fragrances. Same with, you know, I do designer. handbag videos. I do luxury makeup. I just, for example, did the Chanel holiday collection makeup videos, and you guys loved it and you want to see more looks. And then of course my original type of video that I did, which is fragrance videos. Okay, you guys, I've got some tea to spill, and I just want to caution you guys without trying to be hateful or vindictive in any kind of way, because it's not my intention. But I debated this a lot in my head. Do I tell people or do I not tell people? Because it really doesn't matter to me, you guys. Like what this perfume company did to me because of a couple of influencers who tried to persuade them not to do business with me. You know, I'm used to that kind of low class behavior, you know, from people. Like there are people like that who do that kind of stuff, but that's not, and I would just usually ignore that kind of stuff, and it's really not, it doesn't really matter. But I thought about my viewers. You know, there's another incident that I've been keeping to myself because, you know, it doesn't personally like matter that much to me. Like, but then I thought about all my viewers that watch these people's videos who think these people are something else that they're not. And then this, anyway, without ranting too much, let me tell you something. So a certain fragrance company, so these are some PR, and they sent me the latest fragrance collab with one of the creators, and another collab they did with another creator. So this is a company that constantly does collabs with fragrance influencers, fragrance creators, right? It's a, you know, a new company, fairly new company. I've never held the company in high regard, but because of the fact that, well, number one, I've tested a few, not a couple, I say couple just figure of speech, but I've tested their perfumes and I haven't liked one that I found one that I really loved. So I've never really connected with this brand, but anyway, they sent me like sample kits. They sent me this latest collab and then another collab before that, and you know, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of haters coming at me for this, cronies or whatever, you know, like if I get sent cronies to leave hate comments on my video, they will just be blocked. I don't even understand why people try to leave comments, because you're blocked instantly, like hateful comments, because you will be blocked like literally instantly. I have AI generated stuff that I've set up to block that stuff right away. Okay, I was really disappointed. So this fragrance company sent me PR. It's not a company that I have really ever connected with. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of M. Micallef. Now that's a real niche company. I mean, they are niche of the niche of the niche. They are a French niche perfume house that makes the most unique and gorgeous fragrances. I love that. I love Kilian, which I think is a very unique niche fragrance company, and they don't even send me PR, you know what I mean? There are fragrance brands, fragrance houses that are super elite. Now, M. Micallef is one of those elite ones, and I work with a lot more very elite niche, like mostly French fragrance houses. I have NATO, it's one I really love. I have like Une Nuit Nomade. All these really very niche French fragrance companies, that's who I really connect with and I find amazing, the creations. So this one was kind of like, you know, like middle to low range, like okay, you know, type of fragrance house. Anyway, so they started sending me PR, right? So they sent me PR, and then they said, oh, you know, we're gonna approve your affiliate program, because you guys, when you send PR, like when fragrance companies send PR, most of the time they have an affiliate program, especially this company. This company is all about, it's all influencer driven. And that's one of the red flags I want to raise, you guys, because now M. Micallef, I'm just gonna take the M. Micallef example because it's easier for me. Like M. Micallef does influencer PR marketing type thing, but they're not reliant or dependent on it, okay? It is a niche fragrance house that has a name, like it is a known niche elite fragrance house, French fragrance house. And if YouTube disappeared tomorrow, they'll still be standing. But there are some certain other brands that if YouTube weren't to be there, were not to be there tomorrow, there were no social media tomorrow. Like if there was no TikTok, if there was no IG, if there was no YouTube, they won't be a thing, because their reputation doesn't stretch very far. Like there's no reputation for the products. They're mostly, there's not a lot of substance to them. So that's what I want to educate you guys about. Look for fragrance, whatever product it is, whether it's luxury goods or any other goods, look for a brand that has substance. And if that brand does a lot of influencer collabs, influencer this, influencer that, that is a red flag right away, okay? But anyway, this brand sent me like PR, and I was very excited to review these collabs for my fellow creators. I was very excited to test them and do a review for them, like my genuine thoughts as always. So they say that, okay, I'll send you, we'll approve your affiliate account, and we'll send you a link so you can, you know, start like, you know, sharing your thoughts on these perfumes. So I wait like 3 weeks and I don't get anything, and I wait 4 weeks, I don't get anything. So I finally email, and then nothing. I email one more time just to be sure, nothing. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna do one last email and say, look, I'm gonna review these either way. Let me know what you're gonna do. And then somebody emails me because they're afraid that I'll give it a bad review or something, which I wouldn't do. I would only give my honest opinion regardless, which is how I got into this trouble in the first place. I'll tell you guys in a minute. So then one of them writes me an email saying, oh, so-and-so, my colleague's been sick, out sick. Sorry, I'll ask her to contact you right away when you come back. And so I, you know, really need to give the benefit of the doubt. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I waited like another month, nothing. So then I wanted to make sure. So I kind of, it started to kind of click in my brain what's happening. I know the story, I know why this is happening, but I didn't want to jump into conclusions. So just to make sure, I contact the creator that collabed with this fragrance company with this fragrance. This is their latest, one of their latest perfume collabs. I don't need to tell you guys what this fragrance house is. First of all, you can tell by probably the package, but second of all, you know the only fragrance house that does collabs like one after the other, after the other, after the other. You know the fragrance houses that do like collabs like this, and I think there's like only one that does that. And then there's another fragrance house, just the same sort of low range one that's not really full of substance at all, that send PR to influencers that only talk good about themselves. And this fragrance house is the same thing. But this other one, I don't think even does collabs with influencers, because they like to keep their budget minimum, right? Anyway, it's funny. They don't send me PR either, because I speak the truth about fragrances. So I contact the creator of this fragrance that they collabed with, and I say, hey, you know, this company sent me your like fragrance that you collabed with. They said they would send me the affiliate program, whatever, you know, the link to it, but they haven't done that. This and this happened. Like, what do you think? I only wrote that because I wanted to see if what I thought was accurate. Nada. I never got a response. And then it confirmed what I was thinking. So now I know what happened. So the same fragrance house did another collab with another creator, which is this peach fragrance right here. So, so the creator of this sent me this. I don't like fragrance companies that send fragrances to influencers that they know will only speak favorable things. Like, that's another thing I love about M. Micallef. I pick M. Micallef because it's easier. I work with many more, and Uno Nomad, NATO, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, they send me PR, but they never tell me what to say, and they never ask me for anything. And they also send it to creators who have said things that are not so flattering about some of their fragrances. I personally love them. I absolutely love them. There's only been like 2 of their perfumes that I don't like. I absolutely love their DNA, so I usually love them. But I've noticed that M. Micallef sends fragrances to influencers who aren't necessarily two-tone kind of people, like, and they still send them to professional ones. And I also noticed that M. Micallef only sends them to creators that are like, who are like professional to some degree, you know, and to really professional ones, right? Anyway, so I don't like this house and another house that only seem to send PR to a certain set of influencers. But anyway, this fragrance was sent to me and I reviewed this, and I didn't want to be that unsupportive creator who I had to tread the line telling the truth about what I thought about this fragrance, but at the same time not trying to be like, what do you call, like deliberately negative about it or something like that, you know, which I wasn't. It was okay. It was an okay fragrance. You want my honest opinion? It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It's literally what I felt, but I didn't say it that way. I said, actually, I didn't love the peach that was in here. It was very kind of scratchy, and it was very synthetic smelling, and I did not like that. But I didn't want to say it that way. But overall, it was okay. It was just okay. But I said it with smiles. It's like, oh, you know, congratulations. This is nice. Some people love peach, but I'm not like a huge peach fan, and blah, blah, blah. Essentially, I said good things about it that I felt, but I didn't say too bluntly the things that weren't good about it, just because I didn't want to be that creator that doesn't sound supportive. You know what I mean? Like, because you want to support your fellow creators, right? But at the same time, I have an obligation to you guys to tell the truth about perfumes, which is what my job is. Oh my God. So I thought I gave it a great review. So I messaged the creator after this. I didn't hear back from her after that, and I messaged her, and then she like stopped talking to me. Apparently it wasn't glowing enough. So I never heard back from her. This fragrance collaboration was with another creator that is friends with this creator. So I don't know. I can't claim for sure. Again, these are assumptions. 100% my opinions or assumptions, and I don't even know 100% if I'm right or wrong. It's possible that this is why after this fragrance house sent me the fragrances, they put the stop on it saying, nope, blacklist her. The perfume house didn't know this. They sent this to me because they thought my channel was good and they wanted to send them to me, but apparently the stop was put on it. I don't know if person A influenced person B, and then person B and person A influenced the fragrance company. I'm not really sure. That's what happened. It could be person C, this person, you know, I don't know. Totally possible it's person C. I don't know. Okay. Again, all my assumptions, my opinions, these aren't facts that I know for sure. Okay. But I thought I would let you guys know what this means. You got to watch out for fragrance companies that do a lot of heavy influencer marketing, influencer reliant. It's okay if they do some influencer marketing, which is like a way of marketing these days, but if it's a fragrance company that is heavily reliant on influencer marketing only, that's a red flag. If they don't have a long-standing like history and reputation in spite of the influencer world, in spite of the social media world, then it's a red flag. And this other company that I haven't mentioned is a company that is actually, they don't even fund the influencers. They just pick the influencers they like and they send it to them, and they only send their perfumes to influencers who've only said 100% good things about them. I think you know what that company is. That one comes out with perfumes like, you know, grass or mushrooms. And that's another red flag. I don't want to even get to stories about some creators that I've talked to, you guys, and one in particular comes to mind that had some very, what's the word I can use? Interesting views about certain demographics. Let's just put it that way. And turned out this person belonged to a certain type of movement or whatever. So that was interesting, and I immediately stopped all communications with that one, and it kind of was difficult for me to watch my subscribers, some of my subscribers and other people watching this person's channel, you know, thinking this person was nice or whatever, and not knowing that this person had some very interesting views about some demographics, that the demographics some of my lovelies belong to. Quite frankly, I belong to, right? This person had specific views about certain subparts. So that was, and this person turned out to be somebody who supported a certain brand that supported certain things that are not very nice, that looked like something sweet that we eat. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so those are all the beans I'm going to spill today. I'm just saying that it kills me as a creator sometimes to know things that are so terrible, but I can't share them because this is not that type of channel, number one. Number two, well, it's really, you know, not something I want to talk about. And number three, even if I did, I can't really change the world now, can I? But I find it a little disappointing though that people who feel like, which I belong to as well, groups of like minorities, which I am, right? And it's disheartening to see that they would turn around and do disparaging things to other creators who are just like them, you know, and just because they're not exactly, doesn't belong to the exact group or not, right? There are minorities that face similar disadvantages, whatever, but that's just the world is, isn't it? Like, to be thinking that, oh, I need to stop buying perfumes from this certain brand, you know, I'm gonna show how I discard these fragrances, and then turn around and do disparaging things like trying to get other creators that are just like you blacklisted from brands sending anything or doing anything with them. That is very, very highly disappointing. So, I mean, are you that different? You know what I mean? So there's hypocrisy everywhere, you guys, with everything. One thing I will not support is any kind of discriminative and awful behavior, thinking any people are any less than any other people. Okay, that's just not something I support or this channel supports. Doesn't matter what group of people you belong to, my type of group of people or not my type of group of people. It's not like the type of support that only comes if you support me. It's a support that comes from a place of understanding. I'm not going to turn this video into a different topic. So let's get to the topic, okay? That's all I wanted to tell you guys all about that drama. Now I want to talk to you about the most gorgeous, cozy and delicious vanillas for the fall. First one I want to talk about is Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford. This one, you guys, some people don't like this because there is a scent in here. So there's vanilla tincture in here that has a very unique smell that mixed with the almond that's in here. It has a very unique edible yet not too overly sweet kind of thing. So this actually you have to spray and you have to wait for it to go through it. Oh, this is so sexy. It has a little bit of that Play-Doh-y vibes, but it's not exactly the term I want to use. It kind of ballpark describes it, but it's not the same. It has this sort of sexy, I don't want to say it doesn't smell plasticky, but it smells kind of like makeup-y in some ways. A very sexy, slightly boozy, almondy, delicious, not overly sweet vanilla. Some people don't like this because they smell when they initially smell it in the first 30 seconds, they smell a little bit of like, you know what lilies smell like? Sometimes lilies can have a little bit of that weird smell, you know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it, but you guys wait 10 seconds and oh my gosh, this smells so sexy, and it couldn't be better for fall because it's almondy, it's delicious, it's gourmet. It has a little bit of that marzipan-y vibes without it being sugary smelling. It's vanilla sex it is, you guys. It's very sex, very delicious. And then I have another Tom Ford here, Vanille Fatale. Now this one, some of my lovelies told me that they love the original Vanille Fatale. The original Vanille Fatale, they said that they love the original Vanille Fatale because the original Vanille Fatale had a little bit more ylang ylang, and they said that it was a little bit more vanilla-y. I don't know, you guys. I've never had the original one, but this one is the most like delicious, kind of woody, smoky vanilla that dries down to a delicious, you know, kind of deep dark vanilla. Okay, and it smells very beautifully sweet on the dry down. There's a bit of, I think, a hint of ylang ylang in here. I cannot remember all the notes, but I smell a little bit of a not tobacco like in a big way, but like a, not even blonde tobacco, but like a slight bit. It's a very smoky, very deep, smoky vanilla, not for everybody. So I told you in the beginning of this video, there'll be a vanilla for everybody, right? So that is a vanilla for those of you who love a deep, smoky kind of fragrance. Beautiful smoky vanilla. I love it, like just in the fall time. That's the best time to wear it, when it gets a little bit colder but still fall, right? It's not a winter fragrance for me. I like a little bit dark, smoky kind of fragrance in fall time, you know? Okay, so here is the date night vanilla I want to talk about right here. This one is the Le Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This one is a famous one for being something that men love. Something that men love. Oh, this is such a beautifully gorgeous, feminine, super sexy vanilla. If you want a date night vanilla, this is the one for you, okay? Date night all the way through. This has a pear note in it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Pear always is a note that smells amazing in feminine fragrances. Absolutely super sexy. Your date will be like, you know, smelling you all night. And this lasts a long time. Really good sillage. It's sweet but not overly sweet. Perfect for date night. So that's a date night fragrance. And then this one right here smells, this is a the Vanille West Indies by Saint Bart. So this one is, I want to say it smells almost like a vanilla dessert, like an ice cream dessert kind of smell. I absolutely love the way this one smells. This is like my third bottle now. It's like a very, it just really smells like ice cream dessert to me. It has like a good dose of caramel in it too, and some orchid, I think, vanilla orchid. So slight bit of that vanilla orchid floral scent, but it's mainly ice cream dessert or some kind of custard dessert is what it smells like, with that little bit of caramel as well. Mouth-watering. Then I have Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense or Intense. This one, you guys, gets me compliments every time I wear it. I'm not gonna even spray it. I can smell it so much. It's like triple doses. No, I think quadruple doses of vanilla in here, because it has like every kind of vanilla, if I'm not mistaken. It has there's amber as well, but there's vanilla, there's benzoin, there's Madagascar vanilla, there's all different kinds of vanillas here, and like 4 times the dose. It's very deep and it's so delicious. It's a very deep, sweet, thick, I would say, not too thick, not too dense, but dense, triple, quadruple layers of vanilla is this fragrance, and every time I wear this I get a compliment. Same with actually everything I've talked about so far. This one is a huge compliment. My husband loves this on me. This is a straight up dessert, you know. And then another favorite of my husband is right here. This is by Guerlain. This is Mont Guerlain. This is by Guerlain, Mont Guerlain Intense, I want to say. Ooh, this also has, this is like that cozy Netflix date night in the house, like stay in Netflix kind of date night, kind of cozy vanilla. This has lavender with vanilla in it, so that lavender is very like a blanket and cozy, but at the same time kind of like, I don't know, like sultry in some ways. And then this has like 4 doses of vanilla also. I think this has like vanilla, Madagascar vanilla. There's benzoin, which smells like vanilla, and then there's a vanilla bean or something. This has like 4 types of vanilla, layers of vanilla. Oh, so good. Very cozy. In fact, I think I'm gonna wear that tonight because we're going to have a Netflix type of date, you know, staying date night tonight, me and my husband. And then this is the girly, feminine Chase After Me vanilla. Okay, this one I wouldn't say it's necessarily just for fall. This is something that you can wear year round. This one is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff. You guys, if I ever smelled a vanilla that smells like a gorgeous girl, woman, feminine woman, this is the one. This is so delicate, so effervescent, so still very sultry type of vanilla. This still speaks to fall, I feel like, because there's almost a little bit of a cozy vibe to it as well. It's super delicate because it has a violet note in there with vanilla. I feel like every time you combine like blue purple florals that are powdery with vanilla, you get a very cozy yet sultry fragrance. And that's what happened here. And this one is a huge hit with men, the same way this is, the same way some of these other sweet vanillas are like this one. This is also like a date night kind of vanilla, okay? This one is very like, it's powdery, it's violet, it's delicate, it's little musky and sexy and sultry. It has iris in it, which adds to that sort of like, you know, sexy Ditavantis kind of vibes, you know. It's a very, at the same time, kind of fresh too. So it's a very beautiful fragrance that's vanilla based that has everything that men like in it, really. It has like a little bit of a fruity touch from the kumquat in the opening with a little bit of citrus, but mostly it's really beautiful with those delicate florals that this has, like iris, violet, lilac, like lily of the valley, all the more feminine floral notes, you know, very womanly floral notes. I love date night, date kind of fragrance, that one. Then I have another gourmand vanilla that is amazing for fall. This is Lyra, also by Xerjoff. This one is another caramelly, vanilla heavy dessert vibes. This actually smells, this has a very big note of like citrus in it. So it actually almost smells like a lemon custard dessert. But it's the vanilla that you smell with the caramel. But that citrus is there, so it gives you that almost like lemon custard or key lime pie. No, not key lime pie, lemon custard dessert. That's kind of what I think of when I smell this. It's amazing for fall. It's that gourmand that you want for fall, but it has those cozy vibes you want in fall. Again, amazing fall vanilla. Love it. Date night worthy. Then I have another really cool vanilla. This is more of a designer fragrance, not too expensive. This is the Burberry Goddess vanilla. This one is a nice vanilla. This one's actually very, you know, what can I say? Well, how do I put it? It's a vanilla that has a little bit of a intrigue to it. There again, it has that lavender. Whenever I feel like you combine lavender with vanilla, like this one did, and this one did, and actually Dama Bianca doesn't have lavender, but other blue purple florals. Anytime you combine vanilla with blue purple florals, I feel like it makes a good fall vanilla. and a very sultry man killer type of vanilla, right? This one is the same type of vanilla that has that lavender, that has that same sort of allure that this has, that men love. You know what I mean? Absolutely mwah, amazing. It has even like, I think, cacao, a little bit of cacao in it, so it's very, it's got a slight deliciousness to it, so it's perfect. Everything a man would like to smell on you, you know what I mean? Now, Bouquet Ideal is a kind of a woody vanilla that is ideal for cold weather. This often is one of my winter fragrances too, not just fall. It has this very feminine yet, you know, like, how do I put it? Like feminine yet very alluring, woody, deep, serious kind of vibe to it. The woodiness comes from the papyrus note that's in here, that gives off woody without it being too woody. But there are some other like sandalwood, you know, other woody notes in here, even cedar, I think. But there's a papyrus note that's very interesting in this, that really gives it a very kind of cozy but interesting, woody, sexy vibe in the woody way. It has some soft spice notes. It has that very cozy coumarin that makes anything very cozy. You know, coumarin is a note that puts like a cozy vanillic vibe into fragrances. So this has a big dose of vanilla, but also coumarin. So it's very, very kind of a cozy, cold weather vanilla. Now, Baby Cat. I have two of these. I'm not gonna pull this out of the package. My other Baby Cat, you guys know I just moved, okay? So I'm sorry, this one's in here. I don't want to open it. I can't find the open bottle. So I just moved houses. My open bottle is somewhere. I need to find it, but I have my backup. I love it so much that I got a backup. This is another woody, cozy, very fall-like vanilla. It has a little bit of a balsamic hint to it. It has a very sexy kind of vibe to it because it has this leathery, there's a suede note in it that gives it leather vibes. So whenever you have leather in a fragrance, especially in a vanilla dominant fragrance, it's an amazing combination, you guys. Combining vanilla with leather was genius in this fragrance. There's a bit of a smokiness about this fragrance too, but not overly smoky. So it's like the perfect, cozy, woody, leathery, kind of balsamic vanilla. Okay, it's a very serious, deep vanilla that smells amazing. It's very sophisticated smelling, actually. And then we have a very delicious, sweet, straight up gourmand vanilla that's sweet like sugar. This is Escapade Gourmand. This is literally very sugary sweet, but not in an off-putting way. It's beautiful. Gosh, I'm out of places to spray. I'm gonna just spray over here. I don't think I sprayed here. I like to spray perfumes on my own self, you guys, instead of blotting cards, so I can get a more accurate reading. Oh, this is a very delicious. It actually smells more like brown sugar, but there's sugar. There's a big bucket of vanilla with that tonka bean together. It's a very deep, delicious vanilla with that sugar, like hint of sugar. It's very beautiful. It's a straight up gourmand cream, screaming vanilla. Like it's a delicious dessert. Like it's a deep like gourmand vanilla. It's very, very sweet. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Escapade Gourmand by Maison Montaha. I will of course be linking and listing everything down in the description box for you guys. And by the way, I have discount codes for some of these perfumes I forgot to mention. This I think is one of them that I have discount codes for. This one is from Lucky Scent, and I have my discount code 10 Cleo. So it's number 10 and then Cleo, C-L-E-O. I think that's it. Yeah, so I'll list and link everything down below, including discount codes for you guys. Okay, nowadays, today's day and age, you need discount codes. You know what I mean? Okay, so then we have Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK or Maison Francis Kurkdjian. You guys, this one is a very what do you call it, like no, I wouldn't say coniferous vanilla. Well, maybe I would. Kind of like a bit of a coniferous vanilla. It's fresh, like a evergreen type of, you know, like those notes. This has juniper berries in it, so that's where that evergreen vibe comes from. Like it's a very like a fresh in the same way coniferous notes tend to be, like fir type notes, juniper type notes, you know, so it's a vanilla mixed with that. So it's very much of a, to me, this is more of a, actually more than even fall, it's a winter vanilla, but I start wearing this in the fall. So it's a very light, fresh smelling vanilla that I really, really love. And then last but not least, I have Vanilla Diorama. This is by Dior Privé. It's from the Privé line. This one smells just like the dessert Vanilla Diorama, which is a slightly spicy, boozy vanilla dessert. It apparently was Christian Dior's favorite dessert. And this is one of those very deep, almost ambery, not quite ambery, but deep vanilla, spicy vanilla, dessert-like fragrance, but a bit of spice to it. Do you know what I mean? So that's a very cozy, deep, spicy kind of vanilla that is a very deep vanilla. I'm almost willing to bet outside of vanilla, this also has like notes like either tonka bean or coumarin type of notes, you know, like with a bit of spice. Perfect type of fall vanillas, okay? I highly enjoy these type of vanillas during the fall, you know, when you feel cozy vibes, the leaves are falling, but you want to feel sexy, smell sexy in your boots, in your sweaters and sweater dresses, and your, you know what I mean, the type of outfits you wear in the fall time. This really completes the outfit. When you smell sexy for fall with your perfect fall outfit, it's the perfect 10 out of 10, okay? These are all 10 out of 10 fragrances that I just recommended. My channel was entirely fragrance related originally, and I know what I'm talking about, you guys. Those of my subscribers who are new to me, who watch my luxury bag reviews and whatnot, I want you to know that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to fragrances. You can go back in the history of my channel and watch other fragrance videos. You'll know I know what I'm talking about. So I highly recommend these. You cannot go wrong with these fragrances. These are also man killers. All right, you guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay, please share your thoughts. I hope you also subscribe to my channel if you love watching high-end luxury content, whether it's beauty, fragrance, or fashion related. So I do, like I said, luxury bag reviews, I do luxury makeup, high-end luxury makeup, fragrance videos, and then I do fashion videos. If that sounds amazing to you, then this is the place for you. Go ahead and subscribe, and of course follow me on Instagram and other social media. I will see you guys in my next video.